Hey everyone, look, for the next few minutes, I want you to think of me as your older sibling because we need to have a real talk about money. If you're a college student trying to stretch every single dollar, you already know that keeping cash in your pocket is a daily battle. But here's the good news. Building a stronger financial future isn't about completely depriving yourself of everything you enjoy. It's about making intentional choices. So in this explainer, we're going to walk through a straightforward guide to keeping more of your cash without feeling like you're missing out on the absolute best parts of campus life. I want to ask you this directly, right off the bat. Where is all your money actually going? I mean, we have all experienced that dreaded moment of looking at our banking app at the end of the week and wondering how that paycheck from your part-time job or that allowance just vanished. Poof, gone. You didn't make any massive purchases, right? You didn't buy a car or book a flight to Europe. Yet, the account is nearly empty. Well, it turns out it's the small, unnecessary purchases that quietly drain your bank account over time. Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our level up roadmap for today. First, we'll establish the smart spending mindset. Then we tackle the easy wins. Next, we look at daily habits. After that, we confront mindset traps. And finally, we'll cover building your emergency fund. Let's start with part one, the smart spending mindset. Because building wealth, it's really about spending smarter, not just earning more. That brings us right to section two, the easy wins. This is the stuff with a super low lifestyle impact. These are the completely painless cuts. Honestly, you won't even miss them, but your bank account is going to immediately feel the difference. The stealthy math behind unused subscriptions is fascinating. Subscriptions have just become, a normal part of everyday life. You've got streaming platforms, music services, fitness apps, cloud storage, maybe some gaming memberships. Individually, they look so cheap. It's just $10 a month, you tell yourself. But look at this table. Notice how a $15 streaming service, a $10 music app, and a gaming membership combine. A few seemingly cheap monthly apps quietly explode into hundreds of dollars a year if left unchecked. You've got to review these regularly and ruthlessly cancel the ones you rarely use. Another incredibly easy win, stop buying bottled water. I know, buying bottled water every day might seem entirely harmless in the moment, but let's do the math. If you spend just $2 on a bottle of water 5 days a week, that drains over $500 a year from your wallet. $500, literally just for water. Investing in a good, reusable water bottle and a quality filter at your dorm or apartment saves you serious money. And hey, it reduces plastic waste too. It's these small, daily expenses that have the biggest long-term impacts. Let's move to and see how this builds in section 3, daily habits. Now, these carry a medium lifestyle impact. I'm not going to lie to you, changing a daily routine takes a bit more effort than just clicking cancel on a streaming app. It requires a slight shift in your everyday behavior, but the financial reward is massively multiplied. Let's look at a stark side-by-side contrast here. On the left, we have the daily $5 cafe coffee. It's easy, it's convenient, and yeah, it gets you through that brutal 8 a.m. lecture. On the right, we have at-home brewing. Now, this doesn't mean you can never ever enjoy a coffee from your favorite local cafe again. It just means you need to rethink the habit. The cost efficiency of brewing at home most days and treating yourself at the cafe only occasionally is absolutely one of the smartest financial flips you can make. Just in case you needed a reality check on that coffee habit, consider this massive number, over $1,000. No joke. That morning coffee that costs $4 or $5, if you buy it every single workday, it will cost you well over $1,000 over the course of a single work year. Think about what a college student could do with an extra $1,000. That's a massive amount of money being redirected away from your financial goals, literally one paper cup at a time. And the coffee logic perfectly applies to our next trap, fast food and frequent takeout. Ordering food is the ultimate convenience, especially during finals week when you're stressed, but that convenience carries a really heavy premium. The crucial point here is that regular takeout doesn't just cost more than cooking at home. You are getting absolutely hammered by hidden costs. Delivery fees, service charges, and tips significantly inflate the total bill on those delivery apps. Taking the time to learn just a few simple, cheap recipes saves you a substantial amount of money every month. And honestly, it's way better for your health too. All right, now we shift to the most challenging tier in section 4, mindset traps. These have a high lifestyle impact. Breaking these traps requires rewiring your psychology. We're talking about fighting against deep-rooted habits, marketing manipulation, and the very real peer pressure of campus life. First up in the mindset traps is impulse buying. This is arguably the ultimate enemy of saving money. Retail stores and online shopping algorithms are specifically designed to encourage spontaneous purchases. They hit you with flash sales, limited time offers, and massive discount banners to create a false sense of urgency. So, what's the defense against this? The 24-hour rule. Before buying something you didn't plan for, force yourself to wait at least 24 hours. Often, the urge just fades, and you'll realize you didn't truly need it. The next mindset trap is the endless tech cycle. Technology improves super fast, but I'm telling you directly, just because a new phone or smartwatch drops doesn't mean you need to replace your perfectly functional device. So many people upgrade simply because a newer version exists. If your current laptop or tablet still works well, just keep using it. Delaying your gadget upgrades by even 1 or 2 years will literally save you thousands of dollars over time. And this brilliantly illustrates our next massive trap: buying things just to impress other people. On campus, there is intense pressure to wear designer clothes, flash the newest luxury gadget, or have expensive accessories just to appear successful or fit in. But before making a purchase, you have to stop and ask yourself, am I buying this because I actually need it, or because I want other people to notice it? True wealth isn't looking rich. It's having the freedom that comes with actual security. Because really, this isn't just about saving your money, it's about saving your mental energy. Dropping the campus status game dramatically improves your life. When you stop trying to impress others, you escape that exhausting cycle of unnecessary spending, and you begin building true financial security. Most importantly, it improves your long-term mental well-being. Living beyond your means to impress people you barely know creates massive underlying anxiety. Letting that go, it's incredibly freeing. Which brings us to Section 5, building your emergency fund. This is where we put your savings to work. Now that we've freed up all this cash, we transition from the mindset of cutting back into the deeply empowering phase of building up. Because cutting unnecessary expenses only makes a difference if you use the newly found savings wisely. So here is your exact step-by-step roadmap for putting that money to work. Step 1, practice delayed gratification. This is one of the most powerful habits for building wealth. Stop the impulse buys. Step 2, redirect that saved daily cash. Actually take the money you normally would have spent on that $5 coffee, that delivery fee, or that unused streaming service, and actively move it. Step 3, put it directly into building your emergency fund. Every single dollar you save is another dollar working toward your future security. And building an emergency fund is just the beginning. Once you have a safety net, look at the exciting milestones you can conquer next with those exact same daily savings. You can pay off high-interest debt, like credit cards. You can start investing for the future or saving for a home. You could even use that money to learn a new skill, increase your retirement savings, or hey, start your own business. The possibilities open up entirely once you stop bleeding cash on takeout and status symbols.
As your guide through this, I want to leave you with this encouragement. Building wealth isn't about miserable deprivation. It's really not the massive once-a-year purchases alone that determine your financial destiny. It is literally the small daily decisions repeated over time. By avoiding these unnecessary traps, you are simply creating more room in your budget for the things that truly matter to you. Start with making just one small change today. You will be absolutely shocked at how much money you can save over the course of a year. Trust me, your future self will thank you.
I want to end today's explainer by throwing this right back to you. We covered bottled water, takeout coffee, fast food, status items, unused subscriptions, constant gadget upgrades, and impulse buys. Look at your own bank statements this week. Which of these 7 expenses do you think waste the most money in your life? Think about it, identify your biggest leak, and take immediate control of your finances today. Thanks so much for following along.